Howdy, hey everybody, I'm back. And today, I'm making another video this week. This is the first time I think ever, other than when I think I was trying to upload like every day, and that was like all the way back in middle school, which has been a very long time ago. If that even happened, I could just be, thinking about something that just didn't happen, and that is a very good possibility because my memory is kind of jank, which is weird because I'm doing this video. So today, even though I'm turned away from the mic right now because I'm Googling something, that I should have already had Googled, but I'm unprofessional, so I apologize for that. Wait, his name was, oh, okay. Okay, anyway, okay, let's talk about it. Today I'm talking about Stranger Things, okay? Yeah. Today I'm talking about Stranger Things because I am one of like the maybe 1% of people on this earth that has Netflix or has had Netflix within the past, like, what, 10 years, I guess, who has never seen Stranger Things. Well, I mean, I have now. Anyway, all that's to say, today we are talking about Stranger Things Season 1 because I just watched it and finished it, so we're going to talk about it because my daybreak video is kind of popping off right now. I mean, I got 15 views in one day, which may not be a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I'm very grateful for that because my videos don't usually do that well, and I got that in like a day, so I'm like kind of excited about that, I'm kind of stoked, and so I was like, okay, well, what other TV shows could I talk about? Because I was like, well, I could always talk about shows that nobody's heard of, but if nobody's heard of them, nobody includes me. So, so today I'm just going to talk about my general thoughts on Stranger Things after seeing it for the first time in 2022. So, yeah. So, if you don't know what Stranger Things is, which if you don't know what Stranger Things is, why are you here? This just seems like a bad idea, Why are you here? I mean, you can stay. I mean, I'm not gonna like run you off because I'll take the view, I'll take the like, I'll take the comment, I ain't gonna make you leave, but it's a little strange, But anyway, Google says, because I couldn't be bothered to write my own synopsis about the show because I'm really bad at synopsises, as you may have seen from my other reviews of stuff. In 1980s Indiana, a group of young friends witness supernatural forces and secret government exploits. As they search for answers, the children unravel a series of extraordinary mysteries. So, yeah. The first episode came out on July 15th, 2016. So that's been a couple years ago, and I'm not going to try to do the math because I don't like math and I'm not good at it. So, yeah. I kind of struggled a bit with the layout of this video and how I was going to do it, but I was like, okay, let's make it easy for myself and just categorize it into likes, dislikes, and general thoughts. So, yeah. So I'm going to first do my likes, and then I'm going to do my dislikes because there's a lot less dislikes than my likes. And then I'm going to go into my overall rating of the show and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so, likes. Okay, so, Dustin. Dustin is by far, out of, like, the main group of the kids, he is by far the best. Like, he's just awesome. There's nothing really more to say other than he's just a big ball of awesome, and like okay, this is maybe the show isn't doing what it's supposed to do for me, but like he is the only one that I felt any kind of emotion, well, one of the only characters, we'll get into that later, that I felt any sort of emotion towards. Like, I actually liked Dustin. So, yeah. Another thing that I liked was I liked Jonathan. Now, me liking Jonathan by the end of the season was a total 180 because at first I thought he was like a total creepazoid and I didn't really like him. I was like, stay away from me. You're taking pictures of people while you're in the bushes and that's odd. Let's not do that. Because that entire time he was doing that, I was like, does he not know that this is weird, or it was weird. I mean, I felt bad for him when he got bullied, but I didn't feel that bad when they like smashed his camera because, dude, that's creepy. I'm pretty sure you could go to jail today for that. Like, that was like mad creepy, and I don't know why he did that. I was genuinely confused that entire time. I was like, do you like this girl? Why are you being so creepy, man? Why are we doing that? That's no. So like, towards the beginning I really didn't like him, and then by the time the end of the season had come along, I had done a complete 180, and now I could be considered a Jonathan Byers stan. And you know what? I'm cool with that. You know, I'm really cool with that. I really like the aesthetic because I'm somebody that I'm like a very what is it called? I'm a very aesthetic, I guess it's just aesthetically based person. Like, I think aesthetics are very important, like, to me personally. Like, I like to have a defined style. The way I dress is very intentional all the time. I always dress the way I want to. I do my thumbnails. I want them to have a specific style. I want them to be colorful, fun, for the most part, at least I try. I try to have a specific vibe in my videos. I use specific music for a specific reason for every video. I have it saturated because I like it. Just like everything, I like vibes, you know? I like vibes. And this has a total vibe to it. I love the music choices because I love 80s music. It's one of my favorite kind of, you know, like new wave, all that jazz. Love it. It's my vibe. And I like the way it's shot, and I like that it, like, the way they dress and the way they act in a way feels very authentic to that time. Like the Stranger Things intro, not like the but like when it has the episode title and how that like fades into the actual episode, it just, I don't know, it just feels of the time to me, you know? And the way they dress feels of the time to me, you know? But I also wasn't there. So it might not have been of the time because, you know, I wasn't there. I'm just speaking from my experience of movies and TV that I watch, because I watch a lot of movies and I watch a lot of TV because I don't go out very much. But that's not the point. That's just sad. But we're not going to talk about it. Anyway, the next thing I like is the next two are just actors. And like Winona Ryder. Let's talk about Winona Ryder, Will's mom. She was acting as if this was the only job she could get, and then the rent was due the next day. Like, she was acting. She was by far the best actor out of this entire season. Like, by far. She was giving it every episode. She was selling it, and let me tell you, I was buying it all the time. Winona Ryder, let's big round of applause. I'm not going to edit any applause in here because I'm bad at editing and I don't feel like it. And that's a lot. I'll do that. That sounds, anyway. Next is David Harbour, because let me talk to you real fast. Let me talk to you. That man. The character I don't care about. I don't care. His acting was fine, I guess. I was just caught up. I was caught up. Let's just say that I had a great time watching when he was on screen. Let's say if you pick up one put down. If yeah. I had, yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm in the minority of the people. I have a type. Let's just say that I have a type. Let's just say that. Next is, and this is the final thing I have on the likes thing. I like the scene, and I put specifically, and I typed this out in my notes because that's how I lay out my videos and stuff, and how I'm going to talk about stuff. I put the scene where I guess 11 blows up their brains or gives them a brain hemorrhage, because I don't know exactly what she did. It's still unclear. But if you get what I'm saying, you know, like when she just like freezes and they're about to like, I assumed that lady was gonna shoot 11, and then she like looks at her, and then suddenly everybody's ears, eyes, nose, mouths just start bleeding, and then they just crack and then just hit the ground. That scene was friggin' epic, dude. And so was the scene where she was just like, no more. And then she just like wiped herself and the demigorgon out. So, yeah. Now we're going to talk about the things I didn't like. And I only put like 4 things here because there wasn't many stuff that I didn't like, you know? The CGI, we'll get to that. Hold on. I didn't read the first thing. Oops. Caleb. Nope. Nope. That's not the character's name. The character's name is Lucas. The kid that played him, I'm sure he's a great actor. But that character, I hated. Lucas, yeah, I hated him. And it wasn't like a Jonathan Byers situation where I didn't like him at first and then it completely looped around 180 and then I started liking him again. No, I do not like Lucas. I still don't. I get that he's a kid, but that kid was a douche the entire time. Total D-bag. And no, I was not rooting for him. Like, I was hoping that Demigorgon would kind of snatch him up and get rid of him because I didn't like him. And if you're the guy that plays that character on the show and you're watching this, sorry. I'm happy that you have job security, I guess. But, like, well, even though you've got one season of your show left, but that's, so I guess, so much for job security. But, anyway, I did not like that character at all. Like, maybe he'll get better in the later seasons. I hope he does, because I was kind of annoyed every time he opened his mouth because it was never positive. He was always causing problems for no reason, and I don't know why. Anyway, next, the CGI during the part where they were going in the upside down place thing for the first time was kind of wonky, and it was just something I noticed. Or maybe it was intentional. I didn't know that if the way the slimy bits were reacting was intentional, like the wonkiness, because it came off as kind of wonky and kind of jank to me, and I don't know that was like meant to be like that. And I mean, like, when they're in the lab and they go in there, and it's like the first or the second time, I don't remember. I think it was the first time, and then I was like, this is kind of creepy looking, and then I was like, also, it's kind of wonky looking, but, you know, maybe it was intentional. Maybe that was their vision. Their vision. Anyway, you know? Anyway, another thing I did not like was Will's singing and his hair. Because when they had him singing, "Should I Stay or Should I Go?" over that walkie-talkie, that did not sound good. He was over here just like, "Should I stay or should I go?" Like, no, it was not good. Don't sing. I hope Will Byers does not try to pursue a career in singing. I hope he didn't. I hope he doesn't, because he will soon find out that not all dreams come true. And that'd be one of them. That would for sure be one of them. And I didn't like his hair. Maybe it's like a bowl cut thing. Maybe I just don't like bowl cuts. But like his hair looked so whack. Like no. Like, I don't know. I know it was of the time. Like, I know that much. I know that it was of the time. But just because something was of the time doesn't mean we should use that hairstyle, because there's a lot of other hairstyles that are, you know, let's say it together now, of the time, that don't look like that, you know? If that was the exact style they were going for and it was supposed to look like that, mission accomplished, I guess. But like, it was not the vibe for me. Not for me. And this is less of a dislike thing and just more of a general thought. I wish they had given more explanations as to, like, 11 and how she got her powers, unless that whole MK Ultra thing was just their explanation. Then sure, I don't know what MK Ultra is, so, you know, if you want to tell me what that is in the comments, I'd appreciate that, because I ain't gonna Google that, because I don't care. But, like, I wish they had given more of a context as to how she got her powers, why she got her powers. I wish we would have just got a whole flashback instead of all the flashbacks, which were great. I mean, I'm glad we got the flashbacks that we did of her, like, being in the lab. But I also wish we had gotten some extra flashbacks later on during the season showing how we, like, or, like, give a whole episode dedicated to it. It doesn't even have to be in the season. It could be, like, while we're waiting for a new season in anticipation, you just, like the Euphoria special episodes, just put out on this very special episode of Stranger Things, we found out how 11 came to be and got her powers. I mean, I think I would have appreciated that, and it would have made me understand the character a little bit more. Oh, and the demigorgon. Because, like, I mean, I guess that was realistic in a sense of, if a town, it's not going to be like how a lot of movies are, where somebody in the town conveniently knows everything and like is all knowing and all powerful when it comes to the demigorgon, and nobody knew anything about it, and we didn't ever really learn anything about it, to be honest, other than how it behaves. And that's it. And I wish I knew what that thing was. Maybe in season 2 they'll answer it. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But I wish there was an explanation, because it would have made things less confusing, because the story didn't feel like, you know, complete to me. You know? It didn't. So, like, it didn't feel complete to me in a sense of I still had questions. Questions that I'm not so sure will be answered in season 2. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they will. I don't know. I still haven't watched it. So, you know. And overall, my thoughts are, because I don't want this video to be too crazy long. Overall, I think Stranger Things season 1 is a good, solid piece of television. I don't think it's like the best TV show I've ever watched. Certainly not. It might get better. It might not. I don't know. But like, it was good. Like, it kept my attention. Okay, so my audio cut out for some reason, and Audacity just stopped working at one point. So this is being recorded the next day. So it might have a different vibe to it, and I might be louder because I'm holding my mic this time, because I do that sometimes, and we're not gonna question it, okay? Anyway, so what I was getting at, if I remember correctly, which I should have listened to the recording back, but I'm an idiot and didn't, so, and we're not doing this again. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so overall, the show was solid. It was solid. Like, it was good. It wasn't like the greatest Netflix show I've ever seen. Like, I can definitely see why it was picked up for a season 2, but like, it wasn't bad, and I won't say that I disliked it. You know, it's very interesting, because this is one of those shows, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, I might have, and that's just a product of me not listening to the recording back before doing this, and that's my bad, and I apologize. No, I don't. I'm not sorry. But anyway, this is, along with Daybreak, this is one of like 2 Netflix shows that I watched, like, 3, because I watched Ash vs. Evil Dead too. I started this, and then, like, I didn't really vibe with it. I didn't even make it all the way through the first episode. Keep in mind, this was like 4 years ago when I tried to watch this. Like, I was in cosmetology class, which I failed because I'm not good at it, and I didn't want to do it. But, that's completely besides the point. My failures in, you know, cosmetology aside, it didn't really vibe with it. It probably also had something to do with the fact that I was half asleep, and it was like 10 a.m. So, you know, my brain isn't fully, like, doing what it needs to do. And if something's not, like, you know, snatching me by the face, you know, I'm not going to vibe with it, especially at 10 in the morning. But, you know, I like it. I like it. I'll say that. And also, like, I didn't ever get any recommendations for Stranger Things ever, for, like, anything ever, really, at all, until I decided, like, no one I followed posted about it. I never saw anything related to it, so my knowledge of it was zilch. It was zero, other than who played in it. And then, as soon as I started watching season 1 and was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, suddenly, literally everyone and their mother started posting the trailers, talking about the trailers, talking about the show, talking about Vecna, whoever Vecna is. I'm assuming, I mean, I've seen what Vecna is. It's like a meat demon, like, kind of like meat from Mortal Kombat. You know, I know about Vecna, and I know some girl that played in Fear Street is gonna float through the air at one point, which I guess is crazy. But, yeah, I wish people would stop, because, like, yeah, I'm only 1 season in, and I mean, that's not really their problem. I mean, it's more of a me problem, and it's my stupidity not remuting the thing on the Twitters and the things. But anyway, overall, because I like giving rating scores, I would give season 1 of Stranger Things a total of an 8 out of 10. It was not bad, but it was not spectacular. It was not as, you know, as amazing as I would have guessed, because of how much people gassed this show up. But it was good. Like, it was good. It was a perfectly solid show, and I hope the Stranger Things stands don't come to my house and burn it down and then string me up like a witch. But anyway, that's it. Please like the video if you like it and you enjoy my content. Please like the video, subscribe, comment, because like, please just do it. It's nice. And if I'm successful, I won't have to get a real job, because like I'm not socially prepared for that kind of thing. I will have a breakdown and I will die. Anyway, that's it. That's all, y'all. Peace. Oh, follow me on the things. Follow me on the socials and the Twitters and the stuff and Instagram. I'm at Super Nintendo 64 on everything. Literally everything. Except for Snapchat. But I'm not going to give you my Snapchat because that's personal. Anyway, goodbye.